Hello 7-pad users and welcome to this new 7-pad tutorial. Today I will show you how you can use chords and to compose progressions which name song in 7-pad. So first I will play the sound from an external synth using my DAW, okay, and for this I will use the cable. You can see here the charging cable, normal charging cable, plug it to the PC, and I will just use the USB peripheral port here. And I say OK for input and output, and now you can see I'm connected. So now I just configured the DAW before to play the synth with this port activated, and you can see I can play from input and output to the synth. Okay, so to our subject today, we are harmonizing chords from the major modes, and we can play then the chords with 7-pad. So for this we use the circle of fifths, and I will demonstrate this now. So how to go to the circle of fifths? You got here two ways to do this. You got the staff sign here, and you got here the same. You can touch directly the scale name here. So that's what I do here, and I can now, I'm in the scale selector, and I can turn the wind left or right to change the first tone here, which is the upper one, the blue one here, and as you can see the scale change accordingly. So for instance a B major here, but here a B minor scale. And as you can see the inner circle here give me the preview of the scale. So I got the 1, the 2, the 3, etc. And you can see here you got the preview of each chords. And in 7-pad, just for you to know, you got the root of the chord, which is always red. You got the third, which is always yellow, but as you can see the flat third in a minor chord, it's light yellow, and here you got strong yellow for the major third. Okay, and you got the same here for the fifths, which is blue, and it's the same in the minor or major chord, and in a diminished chord you got light blue because it's a flat fifths. Okay, and if you play the 7, you got the same thing here for a major 7, a 7th, or a minor 7. You got a flat 7 which is light purple, and a major 7 which is purple. And you can see now the first part group, the red one here, is B minor. So you got one selection here, you change the chord, and now for instance I play G flat harmonic major chord scale. You can see the order here for the chords in the first part group is the same as the note order. So the 1 is always red, the 2 is orange, the 3 is yellow, the 4 is green, the 5th is blue, and you got the idea. By just clicking the 7-pad button, you can choose to copy the current group to all the 6 other groups you got here. So for instance, here now I got the, here I will go back to the another harmony here. For instance, I will play an F, okay, Dorian, and with 3 hand, just for you to see it's a very different one. And this one I will then copy it to, for instance, the yellow pad group, and when I go to the yellow pad group I got the Dorian here, which the other one is always the one I copied before, okay? So if I'm already on a group, say E major, I want to put the first pad harmony here, which is F Dorian. I will change here Phrygian, and I will put it to this group. I just then long press the 7-pad button here, and I say OK to overwrite the current pad group, and now I got the Phrygian here. So you can see you got Dorian here, Phrygian here, and then you can arrange the chord pad as you want. So now we know how to use the circle of fifths to select an harmony, but what if we want to harmonize any scale with 7-pad? So this is the subject. These guys can tell you half. So it's about the scale editor, access and basic features. Because from the scale editor you can apply all sorts of harmonizations to the chord pad groups. So let's see that now. So here you can access the piano view, but if you want to access directly the scale editor, you just long press it. And as you can see, you got here the scale list and the scale editor. You can access it by all the modes of 7-pad. So in chord modes, you got here the same piano at the upper right part, and you can long press it to go to the scale editor. Same if you press it briefly, you get the same feature as the left icon in the toolbar. And if you got the song, okay, song mode, you got here the same piano view and the same results if you long press it. Okay, so how to use the scale editor? So it's a very simple thing. You got here the same circle of fifths, which is available in the circle of fifths chord scale editor, and it's the same, but here you select the tone of the scale, not of the chord scale. So here you got the scale preview. Okay, then you can see all the scale notes here in the inner circle. Okay, and you can choose different scales by selecting different types of scales here. For instance, I want the blues heptatonic in a jazz. On. Okay, I got all the notes of the scales. I can change the root, but you can see you change the root only for the currently selected scale here. And if you want to change the root for all, you got a button here which is root all. Okay, and now you got all the scales in the list which are now in D. Okay, if you want to add a favorite scale, which is represented with a star here. You can, for instance, long press this one, and this one will be a favorite scale. You can long press another, okay, and if you want to remove it, it's the same operation. You long press it, and it's no more favorite scale. Okay, so I will keep this one favorite. You can use filter favorite to filter the scales. For instance, if I got 3 favorite scales here, I can just now go to the scale here, and if you see, I got only 3 favorite scales appearing here. If I unfilter the favorite, now I got all the scales list which is available in my list swipe control. Okay, so this one diminished scale is selected. Now filter mode is disabled. 7-pad button, here you click it and you will long press it to override all the pad groups. I say okay, and when that's done, I have the diminished scale, which different type of harmonization. But it's always present here. If I will follow the octave and split. So you can play with all the diminished harmonization type 7-pad gives you. If you want just one type of harmonization, you then long press again to go to the scale editor, long press the piano, and then you can choose from another, say this one, Mixo B, and I will just short press the 7-pad button, and now I can choose which harmonization type I want to copy to which group. I got the 6 user groups here, from the orange one to the purple ones, okay? And I will select, for instance, the group, the 4, which is the blue, and I will choose, for instance, 1, 4, 7 harmonization of the Mixo D, Mixo B 13, okay? And I will choose okay, and now in this pad group I got the 1, 4, 7, as you can see. 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, okay. We have custom chords. You can do variations of chords based on the 3 hertz of the